Pepper.
From Hollywood, The Tonight Show, starring Johnny Carson. This is Ed McMahon along with Doc Severinsen and the NBC Orchestra inviting you to join Johnny and his guests
Whoa! What an introduction! You guys thought you were in the wrong place, didn't you? This is not the Tonight Show starring Johnny Carson. This is, of course, the Steve Squared Show starring yours truly. We got the set going on for you. I wanted to bring you a little bit of Governors on the road. I know last week we were in the library. Who knows where we are today? We're just a traveling show until we can get back in the studio. I'm wearing my comfy, cozy kind of marathon hat. Keeps me warm. And I hope you're all warm and well and fighting off the holiday stress. It's Monday, of course, because that's when we do this show. And I was talking to my mom last night, and I said, it's a Monday again. And I said, every day feels like Monday. Boom, there's the title of my next song. And I say my next song since I actually don't have a first song, so that would be the title of my first song. Every day feels like Monday. So how are we doing tonight? How is the folks, how are you all doing? Hope everybody's fine and good. So let's see what we got for you. First of all, hold on, let me get us set up here, because what I really want to do is get us logged in for the show. And so let's see how we do that. We want to go to our blurps. We got so much stuff for you today. I hope I can get it all done. We might have to stay on for 3 or 4 hours tonight, but we'll see. Hopefully not for your sake. All right, let's try this. You know, you think that I would have maybe? No, of course not. So let's see what we got here. What do they do here? You try to log in, and they don't let you. Oh, I see. So here's how we do it. Yes. So I'm going to log into our blurb accounts because I like to play some funny blurbs for you guys during the show. It's my signature, and what makes the show. How are you all doing? I hope. Has any of you gotten any Christmas trees yet? Did you go Christmas tree shopping? That's always fun. That's always a good time to go out, get the trees. And the weather hasn't been awful, although we did have a hurricane on Saturday. Hopefully you weren't getting your tree then, because that would have been quite the adventure. Let's see if we did this correctly. It looks good. I think we're good. Oh, it says welcome back. So they must know who I am. I go to my library, and we're going to test out some blurbs for you in a second. Oh, this looks fantastic. Let's try this. Why don't we start off with something which has become my credo.
This is so unfair!
It is so unfair. So anyway, welcome to the Steve Square Show. I'm your host, Funny Man Stevie K. Let's get everything in tune, in line. Got a nice view of Governors. I was doing a little trampoline for my intro. I think I might make that a staple of my introduction. So, are you out there getting Christmas trees? I'll talk about some Christmas tree tips, because you want to come to the professional. That's me. I nail it every year. I know how to pick that Christmas tree. Big pointers. Let me give you a couple of quick pointers right off the top of the bat. So sometimes there'll be a lot where they're trying to pressure you a little bit, right? Almost like a used car salesman, a used tree salesman. But hopefully you're not getting a used Christmas tree. You don't want to get one from last year. Get yourself spring for the new one if you're going real. Now, some people like the artificial. They like to put it up in the summer. I understand. You want to really maximize that Christmas feel. So you put it up right after July 4th. That's okay. Hey, I want you to enjoy what you enjoy. But we go with the real one. So we go to the tree lot, a nursery, what have you, and there are different kinds of trees, right? You have the big one at Rockefeller Center. That was a Norway spruce. That was the spruce tree. So then you have your firs, your Douglas firs, your Fraser firs. Those have nice soft needles. You want to kill somebody in your family, maybe really injure somebody, get yourself a Scotch pine. It's almost like dining needles that you're putting in your home. Try decorating a Scotch pine and coming away. It'll give you acupuncture while you're decorating your tree at the same time. But no, you don't want to go with the Scotch pine. Go a spruce, okay, but the freesia fir, it's like butter. Those needles are like velvet. It's got that two-tone color. That's how you know. It's a very old-fashioned type of Christmas tree. Beautiful. So what do? First thing, you shake it, right? You have them pounce it up and down. Make sure no needles. You want to make sure it's fresh. The other thing that they try to get you on is they always tie the trees against a pole to make it look like every tree is perfectly straight. Then you get it home and the thing's tilting 12 feet to the right. And you're screaming. It looks good at the lot, just like everything else in life. It looks good in the store. The pants look good in the store. The tree looked good in the lot. And then you get it home and you just want to return everything. But you can't bring back the tree. It's not a pair of Levi jeans. So what you need to do is ask them to tie it off the pole. Don't be embarrassed. Get what you want here. Ask them. Say, can you please take this off the pole? And you stand it up and see if it stands straight. So once you've done the needle check, you've done the standing straight check, you've gotten your correct tree, the correct height, look, these trees are very expensive. Whole Foods does a nice job. They have Christmas trees you can buy there. The only problem is they're already wrapped up. So I wouldn't go for that because you could have gapes and holes and vacancies. We don't want that. So your best bet is to go to a traditional nursery Christmas tree lot. You could wait till the last minute and really haggle with them. You could go Christmas Eve and just take what's left if you really want to, play that risk game of not going home with the Charlie Brown Christmas tree where there's got no branches, no leaves, nothing's on it, no needles. But after you do all that and you've selected your tree, ask them to cut off 2 inches off the bottom. That'll give the tree a chance to really take in the water. That's what you want. You want your tree to really absorb the water. What we used to do, I don't know if we still do this. Sometimes they say put a baby aspirin in the water. If your tree's coming home, it's got a headache, it's been traveling, it's probably partied the night before. Who knows? It could have a tree hangover. Speaking of hangovers, hold on a minute. I can't. This is really upsetting me. Look at this. Here's Kermit. I'm sorry, I almost started the show. Now Kermit's getting enormous, but I'm a little concerned. There's a couple of yellow leaves right here, and the rest of it looks pretty good. And I'm thinking maybe I'm moving it around a little bit, not keeping it where it was. So hopefully Kermit will make it to Christmas, and I think it's just a couple of leaves that are, and I think maybe it was too close to the heat or something. I like that. What do you think of that Gov's Radio back banner I have there, right? Really makes you feel with the... Steve didn't like the complimentary yellow. Now, we have to give a shout out. Hope Steve's feeling okay and better. I don't know what's wrong with Steve. He said he got a little lightheaded, dizzy while he was at work last couple of days, so he's taking today off. He's going to try to recoup and find himself, which is an awfully long journey. But I'm here for you because I'm here for you Monday after Monday. Here's talking about Christmas trees and Christmas, and honestly, I'm sick of it. I know I just can't get into that whole holiday. It's just too syrupy for me. They're throwing nonstop movies on left and right. It's just too much. But I see there's a problem here. They're saying there's a Santa Claus shortage. Santa sightings are on the rise. On the rise. They're saying they don't have enough Santas to meet the demand. Now, I was under the crazy assumption there was only one Saint Nick. Only one jolly fat man. But apparently there's more than one. And he's booked all the way throughout Long Island. It says here John Schimmel is so busy playing Santa Claus, he needs help. So he's labored out. He's laboring out his. He's actually this is terrible. He's got a little coup here. He's got going on here. He's actually farming out some of his business. What a terrible Santa. It says, this is the first year I've had to actually hire somebody, Shimo, 51 of Mastic Beach says. Business has been booming for Santas. The demand for bookings has gone crazy, they said, because this is like feeling like the first one back in full gear from all the restrictions. Malls, shopping centers, corporate parties, holiday parties. There's another pet peeve of mine. This is what I think about holiday parties.
Mom, I've seen it all now. You're using Tylex Instant Mildew Stain Remover, and there are no mildew stains.
This is new Tylex. It's for mildew stains and soap scum.
Soap scum.
That's what I think of holiday parties. I think if you go to your holiday party, I think this is such a dated, traditional, silly nonsense thing to be dragged to these silly corporate holiday parties where these people who you work with, it's an excuse for them to get loose and dance like idiots and drink, and then they have to see each other the next day, and it's usually a mess. It's just so, it's so typical of silliness. You know, the boss tries to throw his employees a bone. Have a holiday party. You know, if I was there and look, Governor's throws nothing for me. I don't even really belong here. And I'm an independent personal trainer, so I can only throw myself a party, and for the clients that I train. But if you were at a holiday party and you feel like you've been underappreciated, you're not being utilized to your full capacity, like Chevy Chase in A Christmas Vacation, a classic. He didn't get his Christmas bonus. If you feel angered, this is your chance to get right up in front and go off.
Now, then go to the window, open it, and stick your head out and yell, I'm as mad as hell, and I'm not going to take this anymore!
That's what you do. I look, I can't guarantee you'll be still employed there, but it will feel good to do that. And then you go right up to your boss and you slug them, right? Or, well, you don't want to slug anybody, man, woman, anybody. So that was, please don't take that. I don't want to encourage violence here. This is all friendly violence. If Steve was here, I'd slug him. So basically, there's a huge, it says there's a 30% increase in demand. So anyway, the Santa is rising. And we got to really, so with all the rising Santa Clauses and all the Christmas feel, right? There's all these Christmas movies that have come out, and we're going to discuss this in a moment. Because in 5 minutes I'm feeling that regular segment that I have going on. Do you like it? Where I have Jeff come on. He's broken up. You can't really hear the audio. He can't hear me. I can't hear him. And we have him on the show. It's perfect. And he tries to review something he's seen over the weekend that maybe we're interested in. We're going to be doing, well, I won't reveal it yet because it's a surprise and we don't know if Jeff's going to call in. He might have, I hope he still has my number. I hope he still remembers the show is on. I sent everybody out a message on Instagram and on Facebook. But we'll see. Before we get to that segment, it's only 6:45. We got a couple of minutes. Boy, it's 15 minutes into the show and I wasted all that time talking about Scotch Pine and holiday Christmas parties. But this is frightening. Nassau County has used up all its 516 area code, and now it's going to 363. So this is another thing to drive people crazy, because they were already doing a change in area code. Remember, didn't we go through this already? Now you have to dial 516 on your phone. Now, if you're calling someone to 363, because they're running out of numbers. How could they be running out of numbers? Is that even possible? Can you possibly run out of numbers? Lisa Klein of Babylon. This is probably something she'll regret. I hope I can remember my new area. You always want to be hopefully you can remember 3 numbers. I'm sure that's not her finest moment that she's now, probably didn't think she'd make it as a top story in Newsday saying, I hope I can remember 3 numbers. I'm sure she'll have better moments ahead, hopefully, in her life. What to know? The new 363 area code will be put into service January 20th of the next year, which is coming. Residents with an existing 516 phone number will see no change in their phone number. I don't know what that means. So, meaning your phone number hopefully will be the same on January 1st that it is on New Year's. I hope mine changes without telling me, and I never get another call again. Or a text, believe me. So that's going to be it. You can look forward to that. Like to give you all a little heads up on that. I got to cue up some music. What should I do? Oh, I got some music or something. I want to get something when I introduce Phil. Maybe we could do this. We'll see. Anyway, and they did the Kennedy Center Honors. Now, this is really problematic to me. I'll see if I can squeeze this in fast or what have you. The Kennedy Center Honors. When was this? They were adding in some people, but it didn't air yet. George Clooney. I mean, is it getting that bad? Why don't they just do the guy down the block at the deli? Come on. What's happening here? George Clooney, Amy Grant. I don't even know these people. Who is these? Join Knight and the entire Gladys Knight got in. That's good. U2, the band U2. Okay, and George Clooney and Tanya Leon. I just think they're just closing their eyes like that. They're doing one of these. Okay. I mean, I don't know. Not really sure what's going on here, but it's a little strange. I'm going to get all my material set because I know Jeff is like money right here. So we're going to get Jeff in here hopefully momentarily. He'll call in but I don't. This is another. I want to talk about movies, and maybe we'll do this with Jeff, maybe not. But are you sick of seeing the same movies? They got to do something different. Whether it's these silly Hallmark, Lifetime, oh my gosh, horrible movies, or just the old traditional ones. Aren't you sick of seeing all of these movies? They actually ranked them. I have them somewhere. They're ranked the worst movies and the top holiday movies. It's kind of like what you expect. But we will get to that momentarily because, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to see how this works now. All right, hold the phone. We're going to try this out. And ladies and gentlemen, you know him. You've heard him before. I don't know if you love him, but he's here. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Jeff Zervos. What's up, Jeffy?
Ho, freaking ho.
I love it. Somebody more angrier than me. Now, let me see if I can get... hold on. Now try. Now try. Wait, are you saying something?
No, I hear you.
Okay, now, wait. You talk up a little bit more.
How's that?
Now try it.
Ho, freaking ho, people.
I think that's better. Yeah, that's definitely better. So wait, let me play something. First of all, I got to introduce the segment. So let me get you... Oh yeah, this is going to be good. Ladies and gentlemen, Jeff is here.
This is unacceptable!
That's too low. Let's try that one more time. And I don't think I like that. Oh, why don't we... Hold on a second. Here we go. That's better. Anyway, what's up, Jeff?
Same old. What's going on?
Oh, that's perfect. Good. We can hear you loud and clear. I asked Jeff if he would come on the show. We like this little segment. If he would review a heartwarming holiday classic. You want to bring the kids around the fireplace, have them hold on to their little teddy bears, maybe get a Duraflame log going, crackling, a little bit of hot cider, and sit down and watch A Violent Night.
Yeah, you might not want to bring the kid to this one, though. You might traumatize them for life.
So finally, a movie I can really sink my teeth into. So I could sink finally something at the holiday time I can really sit down and enjoy. Now it says here a ho-ho homicidal Christmas tale.
Yeah.
So here's the plot. Well, first of all, David Harbour's in it and you all might know him from Stranger Things. John Leguizamo. And it says it's rated R for strong, bloody violence. We always like that. It's the only kind of violence I like. Language throughout. Okay. It says a bad boozy Santa battles criminals holding a family hostage. Now, what did you think of this movie, Jeff?
It is probably one of my favorite movies I've seen this year.
One of your favorite?
Well, I was actually planning on going back to see it the second night.
Wow!
For me, it's that good. I enjoyed the hell out of this one. It was fun.
Really? What now?
Yes.
What made was it very? Was it really scary? Was it like really thriller? Was it good?
No, you know what? This is a very bloody action comedy type of thing. It's funny.
Okay.
And how just screwed up it is. It really is. It's enjoyable.
Wow.
You will be immediately reminded of Die Hard. You'll be reminded of Home Alone.
Right.
If you've ever seen The Ref with Dennis Leary, you'll feel a little of that in the film. But it's fun, it's funny, it's gross, it's bloody.
You sold me. I might leave right now before the show even ends and catch the 7 o'clock at Levittown. So David Harbour plays Santa?
Yes, David Harbour puts on an outstanding freaking performance as Santa Claus. I love it.
Wow.
He's probably one of the best Santa Clauses I've seen in a while.
Not better than Billy Bob Thornton in Bad Santa.
Oh, please. Billy Bob Thornton. David Harbour beats him by a freaking leaps and bounds.
All right, I'm very excited about this. So I'm liking it.
I don't want to spoil anything for you, but they gave Santa Claus this really cool background, which I just particularly love about the show. I don't want to tell you what it is, though.
Well, who does John Leguizamo play?
He's actually the head bad guy.
Oh, really?
He's the one who takes over this estate and holds a very dysfunctional family hostage.
A very dysfunctional family hostage.
So he's the leader of the bad guys in this one.
Wow.
And he's perfect. And you forgot to mention the Beverly D'Angelo is in this as well.
Is she? It doesn't say that. I didn't know that.
Yes, she is one of the family members who gets taken hostage.
Now I have to go see it because from a Christmas vacation to a violent night, Beverly D'Angelo plays the full spectrum. Oh, I love her.
And I swear, if this woman has any more plastic surgery, she will cease to look human.
Oh no! Does she look a little plasticky?
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of plastic, and there's a lot, and like 10 tons of makeup on this woman. I don't know what they did to her.
No, well, that's all right.
But anyway,
it's still Beverly D'Angelo. I am still a fan favorite.
Absolutely,
and she's
great.
This is good. You sold me. I'm gonna see this. It says bottom line, can't decide if it works to play naughty or nice. That's what the critic says. Is this a naughty or nice? I like that it's like a comedy thriller.
Yes, it's action, thriller, comedy. It's just fun. It's not horror.
Right.
Oh, there's a lot of fun in it. It's not a scary thing. It's a lot of freaking. Don't take your kids to it.
No, well, fortunate for me, I don't have any. So now, although if I was maybe in the Big Brother program, it'd be something I might do. Now, who directed this mess?
You know what? I honestly had no freaking idea.
Okay, I'm trying to look here to see. It doesn't say.
Shame on me for not knowing.
I know. This is that's your wheelhouse right there. You're like, that's the first thing you look for in a movie.
Tommy Ricola.
Tammy Ricola?
Tommy Ricola.
Oh, Tommy Ricola. You know, by the way, he also makes a fabulous throat lozenge.
Nice.
Yes, I love the Ricola throat lozenge.
Written by Pat Casey and Josh Miller.
Pat Casey and the Sunshine Band.
There you go.
Fantastic. Very cool.
So I'm giving this 10 silver bells. This is a hit.
Oh, I
Go
love
see it. I love this.
I love the silver bell rating. That's fantastic. Jeff, man. I told you, once he started warming up to this new segment he's got, we're never going to get him off. This is fantastic, especially with Steve, another no-show. Steve's having he's under the weather.
Under the weather.
He's under it, and he's above it, and he's all around it. He's got nothing going on. They listed. Let's see if you can get any of these. I'll just do this quick for Jeff here while I got him. All right. Here are the most overplayed Christmas. What do you think of the top 5 most overplayed Christmas movies? Let's see if you can name any of them. These are the overplayed. You're just tired of them already.
Overplayed?
Overplayed. Well, they're also the most popular. It goes hand in hand. They say.
Probably Santa Claus with Tim Allen.
They don't have that here. Actually,
really?
No, not in this list. I thought so too, but no. They're pretty. Some of them are easy marks.
Miracle on 34th Street.
Miracle on 34th Street. Yeah.
It's a Wonderful Life.
It's a Wonderful Life. Yeah.
White Christmas, maybe.
White Christmas is 10th on the list. Yes, White Christmas. And the Miracle on 34th Street is the original one, the one with Natalie Cole.
Yes.
And
that's the only one that exists in my world.
Exactly. You're doing good. There's two ones you're missing right off the bat. One you just saw. Or you saw the sequel.
I did?
A Christmas Story.
Oh, A Christmas Story.
There you go. They also have Home Alone on here.
Oh, yeah, my God, Home Alone. You never hear the end of that.
Elf, with Will Ferrell. Elf. And
Elf is just so good.
No, they're not saying it's bad. They're just saying it's really overplayed, most popular. It's not making, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Year Out of Santa Claus.
They don't have Year Without, and the last one and they have A Christmas Vacation, Chevy Chase, Beverly D'Angelo.
Okay.
And How the Grinch Stole Christmas.
Which one?
They don't say. The animated 1968 one, or the
animated. Okay.
Now here are the worst Christmas movies. These are rated the all-time worst. This gets no silver bells. Can you name any? These are the worst. The drudge of the movies.
The worst Christmas movie?
The worst Christmas movie of all time.
Is there such a thing? Can it be a worst?
Oh, there can be a worst.
It's not like Home Alone 2 or 3, maybe?
Yeah, that was in there. I think it's Home Alone 3 was a bad one. Fred Claus with Vince Vaughn.
Oh, God.
4 Christmases with Vince Vaughn. He's in 2 of them.
Please tell me Christmas with the Cranks is not on that list.
Christmas with the Cranks is on this list.
Oh my God, I love Christmas with the Cranks.
Jingle All the Way, which I like, with Arnold Schwarzenegger. I thought that was cute.
Mm-hmm.
There's a 1985 movie called Santa Claus with Dudley Moore and John Lithgow.
I love that one.
I've never seen
You're
that.
killing me.
I'm sorry, I didn't make the list.
I love that.
Tyler Perry's Medea Christmas.
Oh my God.
And Deck the Halls with Matthew Broderick and Danny DeVito.
I did not see that.
Oh, I agree with. That's an awful movie. That's a real bad movie. That is not one you want to see. So those are. But now we've added to one of the top Christmas movies. It's a tearjerker. It goes right on the mantle with when It's a Wonderful Life, when she says every time a bell rings an angel gets its wings. Jeff has announced it tonight. A Violet Night. Will now be on the Pythion, the Mount Rushmore of holiday classics. You got your Miracle, you got your Wonderful Life, you got, I guess, we'll put Elf in there or one of the others.
Yep.
White Christmas, something beautiful and wholesome and pure, and right in the center of the chest, A Violent Night.
I will see this movie at least 2 more times, and when it's out on digital, I will add it to my collection.
Here's what I'll do when I see it. Well, that sounds good, man. Well, thanks for Jeffrey, as usual, as always. Thanks for popping on and giving we're trying to get you some lead-in music. I mean, you might have to come up with your own. We'd like to get you some intro music or something when you come on. Maybe
I'll think of something.
Yeah, think of something that you'd like. I can put it on my blurps or so I did a Here's Johnny for myself tonight. I really enjoyed. I was trying to get the Shining one where he goes, Here's Johnny, but I actually got the Johnny Carson one.
Nice.
But neither there nor here. But all right, buddy. Thanks, Jeff.
Hey, Steve, here's the holiday question that you have to answer.
Oh, okay.
What do you think?
Let's do it.
Die Hard, Christmas movie, yes or no?
This is the forever question that has bogged academia for centuries. This is going down as one of the toughest questions because there is a lot of Christmas feel. Obviously, it's set in a holiday party. And he uses things in that moment, right? He uses the tape to hide the gun, and he puts the Santa hat on the guys he kills, and writes in the marker. So I'm gonna say yes. I'm going Die Hard. I'm gonna put it there. I think there's enough Christmas feel in that movie. I think so. I know it's hard. I know you could debate it back and forth. But I definitely feel, because they have a lot of Christmas songs in there, and that's supposed to be the feel of it, But I don't know if it's a Christmas movie. It's not centered around Christmas like these others.
Yeah.
That's not the plot or the idea. It's a backdrop of the movie that it happens to be.
It's like Trading Places. I have to watch it every holiday season.
Yes, exactly. Trading Places is just it's just taking place at Christmas, but it's not about Christmas, right?
Yep.
So that's we'll make a new category for movies that have the backdrop. It's the holiday season that it's taking place, but it's really not about Christmas. But everything is about Christmas at the end of the day. It's all about that
Absolutely.
syrupy good feel, goodwill towards all men and women. All right, buddy.
Thank you, Steve.
Jeff, stay tuned because I'm revealing Long Island's best. I have my list ready to go. I have Long Island has come out with its best list, and I'm going to reveal all the best comedy or best restaurant. I'll get as many as I can get to.
Looking forward to it.
All right, buddy. I'll talk to you. Thanks, Jeffy. That was
Ho, ho, ho,
ho. You heard it from Jeff. All right. That was Jeff Zervos with his movie review of the week. A Violent Night, he says go see it. So, what I was just saying to Jeff... Oh boy, what was that? I think I'm wanted on the 3rd floor. Anyway, hold on a minute while I fix this lighting. There we go. Long Island has come out with its best of Long Island. Look at this. The Voters Guide. The voters have said it, and they've stamped it. It's now official. It's in this book. And once you're in this book, you're tremendous. So let's look at a few. This is a very thick book, and I don't want to go through all of them, but let's see who the big ones are. And I'll tell you who won't be in this book is Ray the Plumber. I'll probably get blasted or sued, but we had Ray the Plumber come over to my folks' house and take a look at the toilet bowl. Had a little problem with the flusher. It wasn't flushing. Honestly, if you know, let me give you a little 101 lesson in toilet bowl flushing. You flush the thing, the chain pulls the little bowl and apparatus up, and the flusher flushes. The water goes down. There's really only 2 things that happen in this whole process of toilet bowl flushing. There's an inline where the water comes in and fills up your tank, and then there's the flusher to pump the water out. Okay, and then the actual flusher connects to a chain, and that's what pulls it up. Very simple. Believe me, this is not the iPhone 49 here. This is not a Jeff Bezos, Mark Zuckerberg project. This is very simple. So Ray the Plumber comes in an absolutely huge truck. I mean, this thing was an 18-wheeler if it was an inch. The guy comes out. It was the day Saturday when we had the hurricane. He put and the first thing I have to give him credit, he put little booties on so he didn't get our floor wet. Thank you. Very nice. He comes in. I show him. He says, he lifts the lid. He looks at it with a flashlight for about a second, and he goes, "You're going to need a new toilet bowl. Let me show you what we have." For the small, easy price of $1,000, we can give you a new toilet bowl, rip your floor up, rip down those walls. We'll even throw in some Charmin for you. So this is what I told my folks, and this is what happened. That's what happened to Ray the plumber. So needless to say, he was thrown out on his wrench, and we didn't go with him. So we'll be going round 2. So Ray, I'm guessing, will not be in Best of Long Island's Top Plumbers, if there is such a category. And let's see, shall we? So let's see who we have here. I'm going to read it, and this was voted on by you, Long Islanders, and I'm going to try to see. Like I said, I'm only going to do a few. All right, here we go. Well, the first thing is here are original bands on Long Island. So these are non-cover bands, not those tribute bands that just play. These are original bands. Audio Replay Band and Devoted Fusion have been rated the 2 top Long Island bands. Look for them coming out. Hey, if you're looking for the top bingo spot, this is good for my mom. She loves bingo. On Route 110 Bingo Hall, you'll find really hot and heavy bingo going on. Along with that is Temple Beth L in North Belmore. Temple Beth L in North Belmore. They get it on for your bingo. Best blog from Long Island. I didn't even know people were still blogging. Beers and Baths. I don't know what that is. Drew Beckenmeyer became Long Island's best children's author. Drew Beckenmeyer. The 2 best concert venues on Long Island. This is interesting. 89 North Patchogue and the Adelphi Performing Arts Center. The Paramount in Huntington is a little lower on the list, and also NYCB Theater at Westbury. Here's the best cover band. Now, remember we said the original? Here's your best cover band. These are bands that play covers for, the Phil Collins cover band, Billy Joel, Bruce Springsteen, whatever. Bad Reputation. So that's got to be a Joan Jett cover band. And, I love this, Bloody Sabbath. A take on Black Sabbath, obviously. So those are your 2 big cover bands. Those are the 2. Now here, this is great. Comedians for Seniors. So these are your comedians for seniors. And my buddy, who was on our show, made it. Mark Breyer, the one and only. You remember when he was a guest on our show a few weeks ago? He made the list. He's number 2. Mark Breyer. And number 1 is at the Gateway Comedy House. Now here's just the top comedian for Long Island. Voted on by you, not by me. Anthony DiDomenico and Anthony Rodelio. Now, Anthony Rodelio is from Governor's Comedy Club. I'm probably saying his name wrong. But those are the 2 comedians from Long Island. 2 Anthonys. Very good for them. Let's see what else we got here. The best movie theater to see a movie at on Long Island. And look at this. Have they come a long way? AMC in Levittown. Now, if you remember, just a few short years ago, they were shut down for things that were sore on the floors of the theater. So they've come a long way. So very good for them. If you're going for a film festival, the Belmore Movie House in Belmore, very good. Let's see what else we have. Oh, Carol Silva of News 12 has become Long Island's local TV reporter. Who else do we got? For radio station. For radio station. Steve's not going to be happy about this. He was hoping that his college station that he's at would have won. Not so much. Hold on, Steve-O. iRadio USA, along with Q104.3. Of course, they always do. Look at this for podcasts. My podcast is not here. Oh, here we are, Steve Square Show, #1 podcast on Long Island. No, I'm sorry, I'm lying. I can't even believe we're not on here. A Certain Age with Katie Fogarty. A Certain Age with Katie Fogarty is the #1 podcast. Interesting. Let's see what else if you want. If you want to go to a museum, the Cradle of Aviation has been voted Long Island's top. And the singer, the top singer from Long Island, is two people. One is, the name is Calliope. I don't know what that is. And another, here's something funny, person's name is Cher LaRocca. Those are your two top singers from Long Island. Look for them. Anything else? Let's see if there's anything else worth noting. Hey, if you're looking for a quick lube job, Acura Express Lube in Wanto has been voted the best lube. Aqua Car Wash has been voted, and Baldwin Car Wash, as the two best places to get your car washed. This is all auto stuff. This is auto. We don't really know about that. Let me see if we got any restaurants, any food here. If you're looking for the best Long Island iced tea, say you're trying to get your best Long Island iced tea on, you want to go to Argyle at the Babylon. That's where you'll get that. What else do we got? Wow, bartenders. The best bartenders on Long Island are found at the Dirty Taco in Seaford. Dirty Taco and Tequila. Good for them. This is bars and nightlife. This is nothing that I would hang out at. Trying to see if they have anything else. Looks like I didn't make any of this. This is terrible. Hey, if you're going for your best single spot, you want to meet that special nobody, go to Barnum Ballroom. You'll meet a lot of people there. Or the Brick House in Patchogue. Yeah, get your Brick House on. If you want to go to beauty school, you want to go to Abby Steph Cosmetics. They are the best. You tell them Steve and the Steve Square Show sent you, they'll give you a discount. That's a lie. They have everything here. Daycare, best driving school, Nassau County Driving School, AAA. They even have the best guidance counselor. How did they pick that? Look at, here's the best public library. Let's finish with that one. Here's the best public library. Wow. Baldwin tops the list as the best public library. Massapequa, of course, is not even near on this list. But Baldwin tops the list. So that's some of your. We'll get more into it. You know, we'll keep it going over the next show. I'll do some more. They actually, and if you know, had. If I see here, I thought they had something else, but I thought they had some other things. But so that's some of your best and worst going on for that. Let's see what I want to get to next. Let's see what I got for you guys. Because I got a few things I want to look at. You know, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, Justin had it a few weeks ago. We talked about it, who was in. They had Duran Duran, Dolly Parton, Eminem, Harry Belafonte. So they had their, you know, and there's been a lot of talk, you know, because of different genres now going into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Here, I noticed some pretty glaring omissions from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Did you know Cher is not in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? Did you know that? I didn't know Cher wasn't in. Barry White. I mean, come on. The scintillating, smooth, beautiful voice of Barry White. How could you not put that in the Hall of Fame? Just the voice alone belongs in the Hall of Fame. Phil Collins is not in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. How can that be? I'll tell you how it could be. It's very political. The B-52s, Love Shack, Rock Lobster, Kool and the Gang, not in the Hall of Fame. My mom won't be happy about this. Mariah Carey, not in the Hall of Fame. Even though she's sold quite a bit of albums, she's not. Pat Benatar, no bueno. Ozzy Osbourne, and Rick James. Slick Rick James. How could you leave out Rick James? Just from all the... all the drugs and the jail time. That alone puts you right in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Come on, what's happening here? Here's somebody I think should get some notice, Selena. Even though she was cut down very early at the age of 25, was kind of she was a huge impact to a lot of the other performers that came after her, the Beyoncés and all the others. So you might want to take a look and revisit that as well. Those are just some of the glaring omissions I feel from but maybe make your own list. Maybe there's somebody you like that is not in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. And really doesn't matter anyway. Their lives are pretty much better than ours. So whether they're in the Hall of Fame and they have another trophy to put up in their mansion, it really doesn't matter. They're still doing fine. You don't have to cry for these people.
This is unacceptable!
Set up lines of cocaine with your daughter, and the two of you do lines of cocaine.
Yes.
That's Rick James. This part of the show is sponsored by Celsius, a proud, cool, non-sponsor of the Steve Square Show. Very good. How can George Clooney be honored at the Kennedy? What is George Clooney? Oh, gosh. What, for his time on ER? Or his guest appearance on The Facts of Life? Gotta be kidding me. Jessica Chastain playing another Tammy. One Tammy wasn't enough. She's now on Tammy number 2. Now, you'll remember Jessica Chastain was in the movie The Eyes of Tammy Baker. The Eyes of Tammy Faye. Playing the role of Tammy Faye Baker alongside Andrew Garfield. Well, she did such a good job playing one Tammy, they said, let's give her another Tammy to play. So now she's in the Showtime series, George and Tammy, George Jones, Tammy Wynette. Big fan. My mom's a big fan of those, so I should have had her on to give a review. But she said they play him okay. Michael Shannon plays George Jones. You might have known him from his role in Revolutionary Road. He was very good, and he played like that crazy psycho. That's a good movie with Leonardo DiCaprio and Kate Winslet. First time they paired up after Titanic. So that's a good movie you might want to check out. Revolutionary Road. Michael Shannon plays a really disturbed individual, very bipolar. His mother is Kathy Bates in it. Really great cast. Disturbing movie though. And this I found out. This is exciting news. In 2023, there's some sequels of movies coming out. You know how I feel about sequels.
This is unacceptable!
Indiana Jones. Another Indiana Jones movie's coming out. If there wasn't enough, there's always room for one more Indiana Jones. Played still by the 78-year-young Harrison Ford. That will be coming out at the beginning, mid next year, March-ish. Just in time for my birthday. I'll enjoy that. Godzilla and King Kong get it on again. I mean, forget your MMA fights, forget your boxing matches. This is the real, I mean, one more time, let them go at it. Godzilla, King Kong. I'm not sure where this fight will take place this time, but now I don't know. Are you a Godzilla or are you a King Kong? What are you? It's hard to say, right? Are you a Godzilla or you were King Kong? I kind of, I don't know. I feel like I grew up liking Godzilla more. I was always liking Godzilla, and when I saw the son of Godzilla, it was a tear when he was trying to first time blow his smoke, and he was only little rings. Really beautiful moment there. But I don't know. Now, it led me to a question, and I want to ask you guys. Who do you, in the television/movie genre, who do you identify as? Who's your personality more like? Ralph Cramden? Ed Norton? Are you a hot-tempered explosive, or are you a bumbling kind of buffoon like Ed Norton? Ralph or Ed? Who do you go with? I'm a mix of both. I can explode like a powder keg, but I'm also, obviously, buffoonery goes hand in hand. Let's see. What about, are you a Peter Griffin from Family Guy? Or are you a Homer Simpson from The Simpsons? The new hot Netflix series, Wednesday, starring Jennifer Ortega. Are you a Wednesday? Or are you an Enid, her roommate? Now, Wednesday, if you haven't seen the show, you know who Wednesday, very dark, withdrawn, alone, very creepy individual. Or are you Enid, who's over the top, just enormous amount of bubbling energy? Who are you? Are you dark or are you bright? I think I'm more Wednesday. Laverne or Shirley? Are you a Laverne? A kind of flirtatious, really push the envelope, tough tomboyish gal? Or are you a Shirley, very conservative, prim and proper? Think about it. We got a couple more. Are you a Richie? To flip the script, are you a Richie from Happy Days or Fonzie? Fonzie, cool, got the girls, right? James Deanish. Or are you a Richie? Ron Howard, very, again, conservative, kind of goes along. I think Laverne and Fonzie make a good team, and of course, Ron Howard and Cindy Williams, or Richie and Shirley. Now, of course, they had paired up. In American Graffiti, they were a couple in both 1 and 2, and of course, in Happy Days. That's how they got their spin-off. And finally, are you a Rudolph or are you the donkey from Shrek? Rudolph, very, very introspective, carrying that heavy weight of a scar upon his face, that gleaming, beaming light that shines upon his nose, but at the end of the day is heroic as he saves Christmas for old Saint Nick? Or are you the donkey? Again, a pal, a bit of a loner, right? He doesn't want to leave his ogre because, you know, he wants companionship. So he's also a little bit, has a little sadness in him, but he covers it with that mask of, right? Tears of a clown. Smokey Robinson. That's what I kind of feel like is the donkey in Shrek. I feel like he hides his sadness and aloneness. He's always kind of staying with them because he doesn't want to leave and be alone. So think about it. Are you an animated donkey? An ass? Or are you a cool Fonzie with a leather jacket? You can be anything you want. You don't have to be any of these people. I was just thinking of that when I thought of Godzilla and King Kong. I was like, who am I? Do I scream like Godzilla or do I yell like King Kong? It's a very difficult question for me to ponder. George Clooney? Come on. George Clooney. That's terrible. It's just, I don't know. I'm not happy about that for goodness sake. For goodness sake. But I would say, you know, definitely, oh, and here's I forgot to mention, yeah, after Godzilla and King Kong, I got sidetracked with all of this nonsense. One more sequel's coming out. This is Spinal Tap 2 is coming out. Now, if you were a big fan of This is Spinal Tap, where Michael McKeon, speaking of Laverne and Shirley, he played Lenny. He was in This is Spinal Tap with Christopher Guest. They wrote it. Rob Reiner directed it. They're all in it. It's going to be the following up of that band's story. It should be hilarious. It's coming out. That's one I would like to see. What else do we have here? Let's see what your holiday wish list is. We have a little holiday watch list. I'll tell you, I've been watching Stranger Things. I gave it another shot. I wanted to because I'm very interested in the Duffer Brothers, the writing team of the Duffer Brothers. So, obviously, we all know they did Stranger Things. And it's that's my recommendation of the week. It's very good. It's sci-fi-ish. It's a cross between E.T., Poltergeist, and Jaws. But it's very good. It's set in the 80s in Middle America, Indiana. A little boy goes missing. His mother's played by Winona Ryder, and he's missing by some experiment that they were conducting scientifically, and that's the whole creepiness of it. So it's very supernatural, which I usually don't care for, but this is done very well. Hey, here's a couple of good ones. coming on. The Mary Tyler Moore Christmas episode. If you want to have a little retro look back, this is Christmas Hard Luck. It's on Hulu. Who has Hulu? The West Wing's Christmas, Little House on the Prairie's Christmas special, 1974, Christmas on Plum Creek. I love it. That's also on a channel nobody's ever subscribed to, Peacock. Steve has Peacock. A Charlie Brown Christmas. Of course, it's available on Apple TV because they own Charlie Brown. Oh, that makes me so upset. What else do we have? Yeah, it's so bad. That's so horrible. Anything else here worth watching? There's nothing. A Christmas Story Christmas, again, on a channel I don't get, HBO Max. These are all channels I don't get. So you know what? The heck with them. Hey, are you a Tony Danza fan like I am? I'm a big Tony Danza fan. I don't know why, but I really like Tony Danza. I always liked him. He's going to be performing on Long Island. I would like to go see this. Standards and Stories, featuring his four-piece band. And Tony Danza's good. This is at the Tiller Center at CW Post College. The tickets start at $74. Everything is so expensive, right? It's even to see Tony Danza, who's like, I don't know. Would you spend $74 to see Tony Danza? I would spend $34 to see Tony Danza. That's the number that comes out at me right away, 34. Not 74. I don't feel that number. There's no heat from that number when I hear Tony Danza. I think 34. Don't forget, while I have your attention, there's still time to donate to the Toys for Tots program. You can send your toys to the Garden City Marine Base. Google it up. I don't have the exact address, but it is on Stewart Avenue. It is in Garden City, and it is the Marine Base. Care of Toys for Tots. So definitely great charity donation. That it's, this is the time, right? So make sure I'm getting my toys together. We all get it, my family. So make sure you're doing the same, right? That's the important thing to remember. Not where to see Tony Danza for $74. Not watching Elf for the 18th time or yelling about Little House on the Prairie on the Peacock channel. But getting toys to the kids. And, this is something, also, I still feel very strongly about this. And, hold on a second here. Where is it? This is not what I feel strongly about, but Saturday Night Live this Saturday, Martin Short and Steve Martin will be hosting. That's going to be a nice reunion. I think they're really going all out now because the show has gotten so bad because everybody left. McKinnon and all of them left, so now they're just like begging. Poor Lorne Michaels. He's trying to hold on with every shred of life he's got left. But Martin Short and Steve Martin will be hosting Saturday Night Live together. That should be pretty cool. That should be really, really exciting. And I would tell you, that's the place to go. Oh, you know what? I forgot to even tell you where the best pizza is. Dough and Company on Main Street in Huntington. Pizza prodigy isn't too strong a term to describe Danny Rocco and Dough and Company Pizza. They are rocking it with the Rocco Dough and Pizza. And if you don't want to go there, you can go to Seaford and Charred Brick Oven. They got it going on Merrick Road. Those are, should we give one more? What else who do I want to give a little love to on the air? Yeah, well, let's go here. This sounds nice. This is 1653 Pizza Company in Huntington. A little wood-fired by the maestro himself, Michael Vigliotti. One of the Vigliotti crime family. He was incarcerated for racketeering. Now he's making pizza. No, I'm kidding. I'm joking. Don't contact me, Mr. Vigliotto. He's a maestro of the wood-fire burning pizza. He makes coal oven pizza right there. I better watch by my back before I take two behind the head. Budgies! Are you a Michael or a Fredo? Are you a yin or a yang? A this or a that? Anyway, so that's where you can get your best pizza. Don't forget to donate. It's coming up on 7/31, so we're going to close shop right now. Remember, thanks for Jeff for talking about A Violent Year. Oh, sure. That's going to be really fun to see, and we're going to get into that. So, again, pick your Christmas tree, shake it, bake it, flip it, turn it. Don't worry about being obnoxious. You want to get a good tree that doesn't dry out. Give it water, give it aspirin, give it love. Just like you do to the Steve Square Show. That's what we do here. We give it love, we give it aspirin, we give it water. And hopefully we give you a funny show. That's what you want from your Christmas tree. That's really what you need in life, right? A little love, a little water, maybe an aspirin here or there. I still never got to this, and the look back on Long Island. We're going to do that. I want to do that with Steve, because he's a more relic of Long Island, so he'll be better suited to be on the air for that show. We hope Steve feels better. Send some cheer out to him and to everybody else. Have a safe week. If you're getting your tree, get a good one. Get it nice and safe. Don't be near me when we're getting it. We get the secret spot. I'm not going to reveal where we get our tree. We always get a nice one. And I think that'll wrap it up. We talked about some Christmas movies, the best and the worst. Who do you like? Who do you identify? Who do you feel is your characteristics? Where to get pizza? I mean, what I pack in an hour is simply unheard of. It's unprecedented. It's remarkable. I think is the only word to describe the uselessness of this show. Is remarkable. But for myself, for the absent Steve, for Jeff Zervos and his nice review on A Violent Night, for Kermit, who's hanging tough, buddy. We're hanging tough. Kermit's with me. And for all of you squares out there, I want you to have a wonderful week. Don't go crazy in the stores. Just shop online. Send anybody anything. It doesn't really matter. We'll see you next Monday, 6:30 on the Steve Square Show. Don't forget to check out the Instagram. We'll get a little dumbbells maybe rocking for you, on Stephen R. Kaminsky. Check that out, and we'll get some fun stuff up there for you. And give Emily a little shout out too. She's got a show going on. I'll try to get her on next Monday. I wanted her to talk about her show. She's got a show going on somewhere at the Gateway. So for everybody and for all of us, for myself, Steve, Funny Man Stevie K, have a wonderful week. Let's play out with a little bit of